What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I have an exciting update video for you today. Let me start off by saying it feels great to see the market green again, but today I'm going to do an update on the public high growth portfolio, and finally I'll show you guys two stocks I'm looking to add to the portfolio, so make sure you guys watch through the entire video. With that being said, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. I think the best way to start is showing you guys the trades for last week and this week. So if you notice, I do have a lot of trades from last Friday up to today. That's because I actually added $100 last week, and for this week I decided to add $200, kind of like a Christmas special, and I also saw a lot of deals and I didn't want to miss out on the dip, so that is part of the reason I added $200 this week. But next week I'll definitely go back to the $100 a week. So last Friday I started adding to our Fubo position. I got 2 shares at $15.40, and then I added 2 more at $15.23 that same day. Yesterday I also added more Fubo shares here. Still under 16. I think these were really good prices, so I had to pick up some shares. And then the other positions I added yesterday was GGPI. I got 5 shares of that, so we have 20 shares of GGPI now, and this was a really good price, I thought, so I scooped up $55 worth of that. And lastly, I haven't really bought the dip on Geni, so I decided to pull the trigger on that as well, and I picked up a total of 17 shares. Didn't get these under 6, wish I would have bought those last week, but since this one's going to be a long-term hold, $7 is okay with me too. So now I want to move over to the positions. We've contributed a total of $1,500, so we are still down. It's okay with me. We are building this out for the long term. So for the moment, we'll just keep averaging and adding to our current positions, and everything will work itself out for the long term. Now I want to show you guys the total percentage of each position. Geni is 24% now. Webull is 23%. These are the biggest positions right now, but once we continue contributing money, these percentages will definitely drop. Webull also did announce news yesterday, which was very bullish in my opinion, so that is another reason I decided to continue adding to this position. But I made a separate video on that if you guys want to check that out. Moving to decarbonization, these are our warrants. This one used to be about 20%. But you can see it's now 17%, and that's because we continually been adding money, which is actually making this percentage go down. Decarbonization did announce their merger date this morning. I posted that on the community tab, so check that out if you guys are interested. But the SEC report states that they will have their proxy meeting January 12th, so that is something I'm looking very forward to, and hopefully we get a run up leading up to that event. GGIP I think was around 15%, and since I've added to the position, this one has also gone up, so we are now at 17%. The last two, our smallest positions right now, are DraftKings and Joby. I do love DraftKings, what they're doing with the NFT stuff. I'm just waiting for them to kind of stabilize, but it does look like they're up huge today, so maybe I need to start adding to our position soon. I also do plan to add more to Joby, especially under 7. I think it's a good buy. This one is going to be a longer hold, but I think it will also pay off in the long term. So like I said earlier, we are still down on our overall positions, but after all the market corrections, this will definitely pay off. The main idea for this portfolio is to not buy companies that are at the 52-week high, and to make sure that the companies I'm investing in, I do believe in for at least 5 to 10 years. So hopefully sticking to those rules, this pays off in the long term. But the market is doing very well. It's a great feeling to finally see some green in the market. Having multiple red days can be very depressing, so it's very nice to see a strong bounce back in the market. So I just want to show you guys our overall gains, or should I say losses in this case, but these losses have come down. We were down around 15 to 20% on some of these positions, and as you can see, we are down about 5% with the exception of these last two, but I do believe these eventually will come down as well. Decarbonization is probably the riskiest one just because it's a warrant. I think I should have just got the shares, but in my other portfolio I did buy more warrants. I doubled down on those, but that is not financial advice, so you guys do your own research. We've only been doing this for a week, but we've built pretty decent sized positions on high convictions. We have an average price of $11.50 on GGPI, which will be Polestar. Our DraftKings is pretty high average, I think, but compared to the 52-week high, I think we're fairly good positioned. And similar with Fubo, we got that under 18 now. And if this one keeps going down, I definitely will add to this position. Joby, I haven't had an opportunity to add more shares. This was just my initial investment. If this goes under 7, I might consider adding more shares. Geni, I did finally add to our position. Still decent average. I may add 8 more shares just to get that to 50, but as it sits now, it is a pretty big position for now, so I want to focus on other positions, like the 2 that I'm going to show you guys in a bit. And then lastly, we have the decarbonization, which are warrants, like I said. I think these can get to $3-4 at some point, so I think it can be some huge gains fairly quickly, so I'll continue to hold these for now. So I'll wrap up the video by showing you guys the two stocks that I plan to look at, but I did want to show you Fubo's chart. This candle here could be very significant. This right here is an indecisive candle, which usually could indicate the end of a trend. So this could be the bottom, guys. That is what I'm thinking so far. It is holding over 16 fairly good, and we are fighting to get back above these weeklies. So definitely consider looking at this one. Again, not financial advice, but just something positive I wanted to share for all the Fubo investors. So the first of the two companies I'll be looking further into is Robinhood. I did do a community post of what you guys thought of the overall company. A lot of people say they don't like it. I was looking at either Robinhood or SoFi to help diversify the portfolio and to get some exposure to fintech and possibly online banking. But I might be more interested in Robinhood just because they are at a lower valuation, and since their IPO, they are trading near the 52-week low. Not to mention they have tons of cash on hand. Last quarter they reported like 6 billion plus in cash, so that was something that I really liked. But I still have a lot to look into before I decide. From a chart perspective, don't really see too much going on. We filled this gap up here and then since been selling off. Luckily, I do see this holding $17 pretty well. There was an analyst price target of 17. It may still have a high valuation, but from its IPO, it is definitely trading at a discount. And the last one I'll be looking at is Redwire Corporation, ticker symbol RDW. It is trading at $7.05. It is near its 52-week low as well. They are in the space sector doing space satellites, but I still need to do a lot more research. One main concern why I have not added this position is because they did postpone their earnings, so that is something I'm still kind of waiting on before I get a position. From the chart perspective, it did hit a new 52-week low, so I am still kind of waiting to see where this one bottoms out at. You can see the RSI can probably come down a little bit more before it's oversold. So for the meantime, I'll be looking deeper into this, and hopefully by then they do have an update on those earnings as well. This one and one of the two fintech plays I mentioned can definitely help diversify this portfolio. Well guys, that is a quick update on the public portfolio. I try to make this video short and sweet. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you guys have any recommendation on stocks that I should look at. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.